Last month, former U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, called for politicians to take mandatory mental competency tests. First Lady Joe Biden was recently asked about it, and she called the whole idea ridiculous. Being that Jill is pretty much Joe's chief caretaker, what's ridiculous is her response to the question. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, welcome back. So personally, I think it's a pretty good idea because we are now living in an era of what happens to our country, well, and the rest of the world when you allow someone with dementia to assume the office of the U.S. president. So on Sunday's State of the Union, Joe Biden said that her husband would never even discuss something like that. Does anyone ever think he really would? In order to argue that her husband doesn't need to take a mental competency test, she pointed to his surprise visit last month to Ukraine to meet with President Zelensky to mark the first anniversary of Russia's invasion, that her husband egged on for political reasons. And she said, quote, "How many 30-year-olds could travel to Poland, get on the train, go 9 hours more, go to Ukraine, meet with President Zelensky? So look at the man. Look at what he's doing. Look what he continues to do each and every day." I would ask how many 30-year-olds would have to take amphetamines to be able to do all of that. Now, she knows that's to be the case because she's his chief caretaker. If anybody knows what he's being given before important speeches that he can't stutter and mumble and bumble his way through, she knows. It would be Joe Biden that knows that. Remember when Joe Biden and the rest of the Democratic Party kept demanding that Donald Trump show his taxes? You couldn't go a day without the Democrats bootlicking sycophants in the misinformation fake news media demanding for them to see Trump's taxes. Well, I think we need to demand that Joe Biden take a mental competency test. And I think that we should have someone like Matt Gaetz monitor the test. And I think we should demand that he take a drug test prior to the mental competency test. Because I don't believe a damn thing that comes from this administration anymore. They have gaslighted us ever since the very beginning. Donald Trump, who declared he was running back in November, accepted and expanded on Haley's test plan. He posted on his social media platform, Truth Social, quote, "Anybody running for the office of President of the United States should agree to take a full, complete mental competency test simultaneously or before with the announcement that he or she is running. And likewise, but to a somewhat lesser extent, agree to a test which would prove that you are physically capable of doing the job. Being an outstanding president requires great mental acuity and physical stamina. If you don't have these qualities or traits, it is likely you won't succeed. MAGA." Got to agree with that. Here's just a few things that you might remember that would require a competency test if he runs again.
Because you can't build a wall high enough to keep out a vaccine. The vaccine can stop the spread of these diseases. If it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway. Keep alive the truth and honor of the Holocaust, horror of the Holocaust. My younger sister used to be 3 years younger than me. Now she's 23 years younger. There is not a single solitary Biden man that is younger than any Biden woman. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him. If we elect 2 more senators, we keep the House and Democrats, we're going to get a lot of unfinished business we're going to get done.
Mr. President, is this unfair to people who paid their student loans or chose not to take out loans?
Is it fair to people who, in fact, do not own multi-billion-dollar businesses to see what these guys get all tax breaks? Is that fair? What do you think? America. God bless you all.
Demand a mental competency test now. So thank you for watching this video. If you want to support the channel, visit rpwmedia.com. Read all of our stories, share them with like-minded people, and share our videos. We'll see you in the next one.